Hi, Hope. Thank you for letting me interview you today for my assignment. I just want to start off by asking if it's okay that I record our conversation today.
Yep, that's okay.
Okay. If you'd like, go ahead and introduce yourself and just let us know who you are.
Hi, I'm Hope Coronado. I'm from South Texas. I'm 23, and I think I'm going to be talking about La Llorona today.
Okay. So this is just a regular conversation talking about a legend or a belief that someone has told you or that you believe in. So I'll just go ahead and tell us about it, and I'll ask questions if I have any.
All right. Well, as I said, I'm talking about La Llorona because it's a legend I grew up with, listening. When your parents, as a Mexican American, you hear the saying, if you don't behave, La Llorona will come for you.
Yeah.
And so oftentimes parents just use it as a way to get their children to behave. But as you get older, that fear still stays with you.
Mm-hmm.
Even my late grandfather, who wasn't much for like mythical legends, he even says that she's real and that he's heard her once. But that we shouldn't be scared because she's not in Texas. But I feel like I had my experience with her here near the Rio Grande River because we live in a border town for Texas to Mexico.
Yeah.
And I was visiting my cousins who live closer to the river, and we were playing hide and seek around 10, 11. The sun had gone down, the parents are all inside eating, and so we were trying to entertain ourselves. And it was my turn to go look for my cousins, and they had already hid for like a good 3 minutes, and I couldn't find anyone. And I was getting closer to where there's like paths, and there's like a little bit of a river, and I started to hear crying. And I assumed it was one of my cousins because, it had been a while, and some of them were younger, and so I was like, oh man, I've taken so long. And so I started calling out to them by name, some of my cousins, see who it was, but they wouldn't respond. And so I just was like, okay, let me go find them. Mm-hmm. As I got closer, I started to hear like indescribable, I don't know how to say that word, indescribable voice.
Yeah.
Like you could really make out what they were saying. And then suddenly I heard like, mis hijos, and I stopped, and I was like, oh no, what is that? And then I was like, okay, maybe I just heard wrong. And so I started walking again, and it sounded louder and clearer the second time. Ay, mis hijos. I just ran. I did not go looking for my cousins, if they were there, if they were playing a joke on me. I didn't know, but I just ran because, once she's dangerous, most of the time you hear stories that if she captures you, she'll drown you, she'll take you, like if you're one of her children, because the legend is that she drowned her kids, and then took her own life, and so it tortured her so much even after death that her spirit was condemned to continue walking in search for her children. And it's unaware, at least to me, really what her intention is, because stories are mixed. Either she's gonna take you as her children, or she'll drown you.
Yeah.
And so it's so confusing to me, really, what her intention is. But at the end of it, it's still scary, just knowing La Llorona will come to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my experience with La Llorona, as far as I remember.
Alrighty. Thank you so much for letting me interview you and sharing this belief with me about La Llorona. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.